This is a tutorial on taking responsibility from Workforce Solutions. Taking responsibility means you realize certain things like what you do in your life, good or bad, others may have an influence on, but you are responsible for your action. That means apologizing, correcting what you did wrong. It also means when you do something great, take responsibility. It's okay to be proud of what you did well and take credit for it. That feels good instead of excusing it off. You may not have always been very good at responsibility for a variety of reasons. You may be in the habit of avoiding it, looking for someone or something to blame. Then, when you feel like you don't have control, you continue to avoid responsibility, thinking it's fixing your problems. Instead, you feel like your life is careening out of control. And it was. It was out of your control because you didn't step up and control it. When you step up and take responsibility for actions, you take responsibility for consequences. And you can change the consequences by changing your actions and finding ways to make the consequences positive. That's when you'll realize you're in charge of your life. You can create and maintain your happiness. So how do you get started taking responsibility? Well, first, there's things you need to stop. Stop blaming others. First, it gets you nowheres. Second, it alienates others when you get a reputation for doing it. And third, you're not addressing the original issue. Stop making excuses. It's easy. I know. It doesn't take much work. It's harder to acknowledge a mistake is yours. Plan to avoid problems and be prepared. A problem may be out of your control, but how you react to it is in your control. Stop whining. If all you do is complain about your life, it's never going to change. Figure out what you control and then take action to control it. Stop avoiding life. Some things going wrong are your fault. Some things aren't, but you can fix the ones that are. You don't have to go around always apologizing. Some things are going right, so celebrate them. Both the right things and the wrong things are yours. It's good to set goals and objectives so you know where you're going in your life. Take some time to write them down. Decide what kind of life you want to lead and have that influence the goals and objectives. Redo as needed as life changes. Realistic and concrete goals help you take responsibility for them since you know where you're going. Once you've stopped doing those things, take action. Instead of coasting, steer. And now that you have goals to get to, what do you need to do to get there? What actions? What behaviors? Rectify a mistake? Apologize for an action? What do you need to do? Decide on a course and the actions to move forward in life, and then start doing it. It's okay to forgive yourself when you make that mistake. Just take action to fix it. Recognize your bad habits and what to do to fix them. Understand why you have the habit. What are your triggers? What always seems to get you into excuse mode? Make plans to get around them. Keep a journal. There are easy online apps if you want to avoid paper. This is a great way to recognize responsibility avoidance you may not realize you had. Remember the things to stop doing we covered earlier? Excuses, whining, and so on. People like being around people who don't do those. When you start thinking and acting what you can do, your personality will develop to a more positive approach. People don't respect people who avoid responsibility. They respect people who do. Isn't it nice to be respected? Finally, you'll be shaping your life and where you're going instead of feeling like you're floating helplessly on a water current. Go forth and take responsibility now that you know what to do. Thank you for watching our tutorial on taking responsibility.